Going on, people? Welcome to the Progressive Action TV show. Now we're going to get into a quick video to get this thing started. So check it out.
Anybody who's in tier 6 to understand that your vote is the most important vote. Everybody's seen the demands that the MTA has counter-offered to the MTA. The demands are ridiculous. There's nothing I can say about what they offered us that you don't know. Make your vote count. So I'm positive that most bus operators know that we've done an injustice for the tier 6 bus operator. We truly haven't been unified as a union. We truly say that these contracts are good, but they're not. It just seems like this is the best we're gonna get. The bus operators truly say, oh, this contract is good for us, it's not good for trains. But the truth was, the last contract wasn't good. And there's one thing I want to say before I start this conversation. If you get your ballot from a union and they say vote in front of them and give them the paper, don't do that. They're pressuring you to make the vote that they want you to vote. You take your ballot and you leave and you think about it. You do not vote in seconds. We have been fucked 3 times. I've even fucked us before. You don't know what's good for you until you honestly see what's in front of you. Make your vote count.
There's one thing that I noticed that I've always liked, and it's helping people.
But there's something I can say about what I've seen of how this plays out from the last 3 contracts I've experienced. Bus operators have the biggest force in the MTA. Trains will not vote for this contract. It won't be good for trains. I guarantee it. They don't care about trains. There's not enough workers there. They don't care about trains. They don't care about cleaners. They don't care about track workers. They don't care. So what happens is, if a bus operator knows that the pay raise, regardless if it's good or not, pays him enough money, him not counting just 40 hours, counting his 72 hours, he doesn't care about all the other things that it takes away. Why am I telling you this? Because the senior guy is gonna make the younger guy seem like this is a good contract because he's been here for a longer time and influence you. What I'm trying to say in this video is that the most power in voting of any contract that comes is from the bus operator. But now there's more rookie bus operators. In the last contract, we killed you. Everybody who's tier 6, really look at this contract. If it's not exactly what you want, I'm not going to tell you how to vote. I'm going to tell you start caring about yourself. Why not look at your paperwork, read your paperwork, and see if your paperwork works for your family. Make your vote count. We did an injustice by allowing a tier 6, and the fact that they want to extend vacation from 5 years to 10 years is ridiculous. So when we just increased it from 3 years to 5 years, that means it went up 2/3. That's a lot giving back. It's cool to give and take, but we've given, and given. We don't want to take either. We just want a fair share. You guys won't ever see a Social Security. Overtime is not pensionable. You don't build your pension. Your medical sucks. Our medical sucks. They want to increase that by like about 200%. How does a copay go from $0 to $150? The pay is 2222. Oh wow, the numbers look great. How do those numbers look great if it's 2222, but medical increases 200%? And then we lost in the contract before like about 7. In the contract before that, it was like 9. That's 17%. And now we're gonna be down another 3% because inflation is like 11%, but we still don't make the cost of living. But everybody seems to believe that this is the best that can happen. If any of these categories come in, you're just more of a slave. I'm not telling you how to vote. I'm not telling you what to vote. All bus operators who are tier 6 need to start understanding this contract. Stop thinking about the money that comes in and the overtime that comes in. We have to figure out something that we vote unified. We are doing a job that if it's not done, there is no money circulation in the city. It's not the money that we bring in revenue. What about the money that if we didn't do that won't come in? Trammell from Progressive Action said something, but he said this contract will take us back to the Quill era. Wow. This contract will take us back to the Quill era. Wow. Anybody who's in Tier 6 to understand that your vote is...
This contract will definitely take us back to the Quill era if we don't get our act together. Now that I got you guys' attention, October 26th, we having our women's brunch, Progressive Action Women's Brunch. Women are invited, not only women from transit, but you could bring your friends. And the women is gonna have a women's talk, and we're gonna discuss the issues that plague women in the workplace. We're gonna have some special guests there. It's gonna be good. Hold on one second. Let me do this real quick. Yep. We have our new shirts, Progressive Action, kicking cancer's ass. October's coming up, Breast Cancer Aware Month. So more than likely we're going to be in a march or whatever, cancer walk, whatever. So make sure you get your Progressive Action kicking cancer ass t-shirt. You can find that on perfidel.com. Now, there's a lot of things going on, and we're gonna get through it. And it has everything to do with the contract fight, preparing for the contract fight, what's going on during the contract right now. It's a lot of stuff to talk about here and to cover. If you're currently watching the show, make sure that you share it, invite your friends, put it in groups right now while we get this discussion going. Now, we're going to cover some of the fights right now. In Map Store, and let's get it clear. There's no secret that we are in a contract fight right now. Everyone's seen the demands by now that the MTA wanted. Like I said, they wanted to take us back to the Quill era. And you will have some pushback from the union. That's naturally. That's life, period. If someone is trying to take something that you earn, you're going to fight back. And union workers across America have earned everything that they have got. Bosses don't give anything. Everyone knows that. So for the MTA to say we want to take back damn near everything, some parts of the union started pushing back. So you have, this was covered in the Daily News, and this is a Map Store pushback where Division Chair Donald Yates and crew, they have been in bus depots in Manhattan doing 19A inspection checks. Now, 19A inspection check is when, they survey the bus before it goes out to service to make sure it's up to par. And it has everything to do with safety, everything. So it's not only for us, it's for the passengers that we move every day. And the people who works for transit know that as soon as something happened on one of these buses, trains, platforms, the first person they come looking at is the operator or the employee involved in that immediate area. So 19A checks are very important, but this is an example of, we taking our job serious, and the MTA not really they basically thinking that we a joke. So we have another pushback, and this is in TA Surface. Oh, let me make it clear. Map Store, for those who don't know, Map Store is Manhattan and Bronx buses. TA Surface is Brooklyn buses. So in TA Surface, the reps over there basically did the same thing. And they stepped up their game. They did 19A checks, and some buses didn't make it out, but it's all in the name of safety. Another fight back, and the rightful fight back, is a lawsuit filed by buses. Buses is definitely coming hard. They are definitely fighting back. The union finally exposed the practice of the MTA by not providing light duty work for pregnant women. The MTA basically want pregnant women to give birth on their bus, on their train, on their platform. There is no light duty work. You know, like in NYPD, as soon as a female says she's pregnant, she's behind the desk. Sanitation, same thing. You know, she's behind the desk or whatever the case is. In New York City Transit, no. You're operating the trains, you're operating the buses, you're climbing up and down trains, your belly sticking on the steering wheel. There's absolutely no light work duty for the women in transit. Is disappointing, is depressing, and it's not right. So the union finally filed the lawsuit on that. You know, they're late on it, if you ask me. You know, women been on this property for the better part of 50 years, and they just recognizing that there's no light duty work for women. But they finally put something in. I guess better late than never, but this is more on the late side for these guys. MTA bus, one of their fightbacks was showing how the MTA wastes money, and they get contractors to do all this work, and the work don't even be right. So this is about a MTA bus facility with a small equipment for the buses. This is where the buses get washed at. They can't wash the buses because the power washer hose don't even fit in that area to wash the buses. So this shows you how the MTA wastes money, and it's very important because they waste money on a lot of things and it goes overlooked. But when it comes to our salaries, they want to be like, oh, you know, transit workers get paid a whole bunch of money and this and that, and that don't be the case. That definitely don't be the case. Hans Ramsey, what's up? Thanks for the comment. Like I said, if you guys are watching, please share out this live. It's very important. The more people we get to pay attention, the more allies we get, because the public really don't have no idea on what transit workers go through and what it's like working for this company. So Progressive Action Fight Back was to attack the MTA on not giving train operators and conductors lunch breaks. Now, we are in a safety sensitive position. A lot of people don't know when there's delays and the railroad, as we call it, blows up, we do not get lunch breaks. We work all day without lunch, or we have to make a choice between using the bathroom and eating lunch. I know it sounds crazy, but this is exactly what happens when you work for this company in subways. Everyone knows this. Everyone. This is not a secret. So what we did was we went to the Department of Labor, and we did this months. We prepared this at least 2 years ahead because we knew this contract was coming, and we wanted to put something in place to give us a fair fight in this whole battle, because this is really a battle. It's a war. It's never ending. The MTA, when they strike hard, and they come and they play for keeps. It's no secret. So what we decided to do was put in a complaint with the Department of Labor, the Division of Labor Standards that handles the lunch thing, and propose a fight back. Eventually we won. As what you see on the screen is an article from the chief newspaper, the chief leader newspaper, Bob Henley. He did the article, and it confirms our story that we won a complaint against the Department of Labor. Now, ironically, our vice president in the union totally went against our victory for political reasons, and it's only because that he hasn't done anything. You know, he got elected because of Progressive Action. He has absolutely no profile. Let me put y'all comments on the screen. I like to see y'all comments on the screen. He has absolutely no profile as far as what he has done, and for political reasons, they want to shut our win down. That's here to benefit the members. Now, a lot of people say, let me see, Ricky Sosa. I see a heckler. He's a heckler. I enjoy your shows, but it's necessary for the automatic clapping in the background. Quite annoying. Let me say something about that real quick, just to get off topic. Mr. What's the name? Rosa. Ricky Rosa. You want to know what's annoying? what's annoying is seeing workers, because I never seen you before, never seen you on the front line, never seen anything. What's annoying is people who criticize and who don't do anything. People who criticize and want to fight only from Facebook. People who criticize but don't know the rules and let the MTA run all over them. And I'm quite sure that you watch TV. Every sitcom that you watch, every comedy special that you watch have built-in applause. It don't be no audience applause. And on some shows, they do have audience there, but they still fill it in with applause. So Ricky Rosa, maybe you'll like this one better.
Get the fuck out of here!
Get out of here with that craziness, man. People is really, they really got to pick and choose their battles on what they comment on. It's really ridiculous. I don't get some of you people for real. But back to what I was saying. The VP of RTO, which is Subways, he has nothing to run on. So it's political why he won't back it. And this same VP, I would play the clip, but I can't do it. Like it's stupid. He goes on TV and everyone and tells national TV and tells workers, I mean, not tell workers, but tell the world that MTA workers get paid to do nothing. Stupid. Coming from a VP, I just don't get it, you know. But for political reasons, they didn't want to back it. And that's cool. If you don't want to back it for political reasons, all right. But what is your plan? What do you have in place? There's no plan in place for RTO. So for everyone who's supporting him, who's a part of his pity party and sad to see him get his ass tore up every single day, ask him what his plan is. He don't have no plan. I just went through a plan of what the other operational titles are doing to fight back. We don't have no fight back. Yesterday, they asked him in the union meeting, what is the plan? He said that he don't want to tell members the plan because the plan is going to make it to Facebook. That make absolutely no sense. How are you going to deliver a plan that's not going to get out? Like, are you in the mirror, standing in the room by yourself, looking in the mirror, like staring in the mirror, talking to this plan to yourself? How is a plan going to be effective if you don't tell your members? It's stupid. It's very stupid. But Progressive Action, we didn't just only do the lunch fight back. We went to Pesh, and we fought back against investigating suspicious and unattended packages, unruly passengers, and isolating cars with bodily fluid in it. So they didn't want to back that one either. So what is your plan? For all you people who support him, that's cool. We don't care who support him. But what is his plan? Because this affects all of us. He has no plan. I regret supporting what he has done to put him in that position. He wouldn't have won without me. This is facts. And let's think about something real critical right now. If he was using, like, what did I benefit? What did Progressive Action benefit from having him on my team? What did he benefit from being on our team? See, y'all not thinking about that. I didn't benefit anything from taking him up under my wing. Nothing. He benefited. He used me. He's the one who changed. So I don't want to hear, oh, you mad for what? I put him there. I'm upset that he's not sticking with the agenda that we stuck to, that we ran on, and things like that. If he ain't got to be on the team, but if he was sticking to the agenda of fighting against the tyranny, not only of the MTA, but the status quo of Local 100, I wouldn't give a damn what he do. I wouldn't give a damn about what he do. But, you know, there's absolutely no fight back, and it's all political. Now, what I want to do right now is I want to get into this video of Tony Utano speaking of bringing a rally to the MTA to show them that we mean business. So let's get into this video. Then we go break it down and we go get into another video. So check this out.
you go off to school and you become lawyers and you become politicians and you become doctors, just remember that it was the union that helped you get there. We fought, your parents out there working. You should never forget that. And when they try to change laws to weaken unions, you should be the one stepping up to say no, because the unions also protect your grandparents and everybody else who's under attack. This is a good thing for us. We're going to continue to do this. We're going to continue to grow because we want our children to be educated and we want our children to have a better life than we have. Right now, being that I have a little crowd, is we're under a big fight with the MTA, and there's going to be a rally, and I don't have the date yet because we got to get the permit, but it's going to be sometime in October. But when you see it, I recommend that everybody in this room get a couple of extra people and come to the rally. This has got to be one of the biggest rallies we ever had. The MTA is not our friend. It's obvious. And when people want to think that they're going out there doing the bosses a favor, this is what they think of you. I spread those demands out for a reason. I want people to see what the MTA feels about them. And this is a fight, and if we all stick together, we're going to win this fight. But we have to show force. These rallies are important. One of the reasons I put it at the end, towards the end of October, is because there's going to be a series of events coming on. We got Chinese Day, Russian Day, and we have thousands and thousands of people, and I'm going to challenge all those people also to bring people to come to the rally. We got to fill those streets at 2 Broadway, stop traffic, and cause havoc. It has to happen. It has to change. They put us out there as people stealing when they're the ones assigning the overtime. We're not the ones saying we're coming in and working overtime. I'm sorry, I got to take this moment to say this because, you know, this is important. We're not the thieves, they're the thieves. They're the ones hiring the consultants. They're the ones making all the mistakes in the budgets. You know, it's funny, when the banks will go and bankrupt, they blame the workers' pension. It always falls on the worker. It's time that that stops. It's not the worker. We do our job, we want to be paid.
Get the fuck out of here!
What? Now we hold on. Let me fix this real quick. We're going to get into this real quick because let's put this on the screen also. So after he said that speech, he said he want to cause havoc. He want to stop traffic. You know, all the good stuff, the stuff that he's supposed to say. None of this is a secret, right? So he comes up with this contract rally. Now, the contract rally is let me read it first. Contract rally. Show pride in your union and your job, keeping New York moving 24/7. If you're angry at the MTA's disgraceful attempt to pay for their mismanagement with contract givebacks, show it. Wednesday, October 30th at 5 p.m. Now, this is the issue that I have with this, right? First of all, this rally is 4 months too late. Our contract expired May 15th. Matter of fact, while you guys are watching, I want to show this poll for you guys. I want you guys to vote on this poll. This poll should pop up on the screen for you guys. And it's asking, do you have confidence in this Local 100 administration? But the contract rally is too late. It's honestly too late. Our contract expired in May 15th of this year. And now we getting a contract. So not only is it late, but it's in October at 5 p.m., starting at 5 p.m., which means that it won't get kicked off until 7 p.m., right? So October, 5 p.m., it's dark. Without a doubt, it's dark. So we're going to rally in the dark, right? 5 p.m., business is over for the MTA at 2 Broadway. The bosses leave 3, 4 o'clock. So who's going to see us? Does it make sense? It absolutely makes no sense. especially for this being the only rally. Now, we're going to talk about the other rally later. But so you're going to have a rally in front of the boss's offices while they're gone in the dark, and it's probably going to be chilly. I don't really care about the temperature, but it's in the dark, and the bosses is going to be gone. What is the sense? You have reps saying, oh, they're going to see us on TV. There's a difference of seeing something on TV where they could just flick the channel. They ain't got to see it. Oh, we don't care about those workers. They go change the channel. And having someone feel your presence in person. That's why people go to sporting events. That's why people go to concerts, because they want to see the experience in person. And we want to bring that experience to them. We want them to feel our vibrations. They not go feel our vibrations on a damn TV screen. That's just not how it's going to work. It's bullshit. It's a fake fight from these guys. Let me get back to your comments on the screen. It's a fake fight. And the members seem to fall for this every single time. Now, this is their second time doing this. They second time having a night rally, an ineffective night rally. Now, I don't want to discourage anyone from going, but I honestly don't see the sense of it. It absolutely make no sense. Like he said, he wanted to cause havoc and stop traffic. For who? For who? You not causing havoc or stopping traffic starting at 5 p.m. and probably getting it kicked off around 7, 8 p.m. You're not going to do that. That's just not how it's going to work. They should know that. Now, for those, like I said, in 2016, they did the same thing. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show y'all the video from 2016 of what a night rally looks like. So you guys could get an example of what a night rally looks like, and you decide, is it going to be effective? Let's get into it.
Welcome. And thank you for allowing me and the leadership to kick off this contract campaign in grand style with an old-fashioned TWU kick-ass rally. TWU! 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 Let the bosses in the ivory tower hear you! TWU! We go to work not like the bosses who go to work in the cushy offices right up here in 2 Broadway. We go to tough, dangerous places where we have to be on our toes constantly. 4 transit workers are assaulted every week. Scores more are cursed and spat upon. You know it. Everybody out here has probably experienced it. Another 5 transit workers a day are hurt bad enough at work that it causes them to miss work. That's every single day we come to work, we get assaulted and we get hurt. As we rally here today, one of our sisters, Monique Brathwaite, a signal helper and a single mother, is lying up in Harlem Hospital. She tripped and fell in a third rail accident a couple of weeks ago. As a result, she had half her right arm amputated. The truth of the matter is, when the bosses and the politicians trip and fall, they get rug burns. They get rug burns. When we trip and fall, we're lucky to go home in one piece to see our families. The city of New York works. The city of New York can get to work only because we do. Without us, the city grinds to a damn halt. If we don't come to work, this city cannot move. We make this city go, and we can make it go in the other direction as well if we need to. So bear that in mind. We make this city move, and we can make it not move as well if we need to. And I have a message about respect for those bosses that are probably listening to me right now. If you want to show us respect, you want to show transit workers respect, then respect our paychecks, respect our ability to take care of our families, respect our ability to have a health care plan that allows us to take care of our children, respect our damn paychecks. Fix the Tier 6 pension. Fix the Tier 6 pension. Fix Tier 6. Brothers and sisters, we want a pension that provides security and dignity when we retire. The needs of our members are the priority of this leadership. We will be pushing the MTA in this contract negotiation to jointly support our efforts in Albany to fix the inequities when the Tier 6 pension was adopted by the New York State Legislature. Now, inflation in New York is about 1.6% right now. Believe it or not, inflation in New York City is 1.6%. We've already had a state union recently adopt a contract, accept a contract with 2% raises in every year. We're never, ever, ever going to accept a contract with 2% raises in every year. We're just not going to do it. We deserve better, and we're going to fight like hell to make sure that that doesn't happen. 2% might work for somebody else, but it's not working for us. There's no way we're taking it. Now, in order to back the MTA in the state of New York off of this demand for 2% raises, everybody in this rally and everybody in Local 100 is going to have to be prepared to fight this company and fight this company hard. Everybody ready to fight to get a contract beyond 2% raises? I know I am. I know I'm going to lead a fight. And anybody who wants to shackle us with 2% raises is going to meet Local 100 head on, and they're going to get hurt.
Get the fuck out of here!
Do y'all see what happened right there? Did y'all pay attention to see what happened right there? This is crazy. It's embarrassing. The last one was embarrassing. When you seen the video, you seen them pan up to the building. It was empty, a few lights on. They are in the dark. And the union lied and said it was 7,000 members there. I do camera work. I do video work. All of their shots was tight. Why? Because it wasn't 7,000 people. There was about 1,000 people out of 40-something thousand members that we have. It's not effective at all. It is not effective. Now, I mean, that video was embarrassing. Then he go say that we not go take 2% raises. We took a 2% raise. It probably wasn't even 2% because they don't do it by every 12 months is a year anymore. They mix it up. They do 14 months is a year and then 13 months is a year. It's crazy. And that's just to confuse us and throw us for a loop. That's all it's there for, is to confuse us and throw us for a loop. They lied last time during the rally, and I feel it's going to be worse this time. Now, for those who don't know, we have our own rally. And that rally is September 25th, 8 a.m. at 2 Broadway. Now, for the past couple of months, I've been going to the MTA board meetings. And the MTA board meetings, you have the bosses there. Basically, everyone is there except Cuomo. So you get a chance to voice your opinion about what's going on out here in the subways, the buses, the system in general, directly to their face. The union decides to do, like I said, October 30th, when they're gone, when they're in their bed, when they on the TV, when they're on the sofa watching TV or reading their kids' bedtime stories or whatever the case is. We decided, Progressive Action, Local 100 Fightback, decided to go to Broadway directly and speak to the bosses like we should. I see a lot of people saying that, I made this flyer. I didn't make this flyer. I just reposted it. Normally I do my own flyer, but we don't do flyers to go to the MTA board meeting. So it wasn't no sense for us to make a flyer, but somebody made the flyer. I found it funny. It's actually a few flyers out there. But as far as I'm concerned, there's two rallies. You have an AM rally where you can see what the bosses are talking about directly, or you have a PM rally where you have to bring your flashlight and talk to an empty building. The choice is yours. We're not telling people not to go to the midnight rally. We're not telling people that. What we telling people is that if you want to be effective, if you want to see these bosses and you want to look them in the eye, then Wednesday, September 25th, 8 a.m. at 2 Broadway, that's the place to be. And during this whole contract fight, alleged fight, the union has yet to criticize Cuomo in any form or fashion. There's absolutely no criticism on Cuomo whatsoever. And it's sad because he's the one who runs the MTA. He's the one who determines what goes on with the MTA. And I just don't get why they refuse to attack him. But we have to wake up. We definitely have to wake up. Hold on, we got a caller. Let me see. We got a call. Let's see who this is. I ain't put the number on the screen. Somebody must have just saved it.
The way you giggle when someone says something funny.
I don't know what that was. That must have been one of those spam likelies. But this is the thing right here. You know, I have no problem fighting against the common enemy. But none of the top 4 of this union, none of the VPs of this TWU administration see Cuomo as a common enemy. So when they say they want to fight, who are you fighting against? We not fighting against Foy. Foy don't call the shots. We not fighting against Byford. He's not the boss. Foy's not really the boss either. He's a puppet. He's just there. Cuomo is the boss and Cuomo is the enemy. Cuomo contracted out cleaning jobs disguised in a subway action plan was BS. He gave us Tier 6 in 2012. We tried to push back. We got our bill passed through the Assembly and the Senate for to take the cap off of the Tier 6. Cuomo vetoed that in 2018. He brought the drug dealer, bounty hunter, Carolyn Picorni, the MTA IG to police our properties. Once again, Ms. Picorni resume is impressive. She helped bring down El Chapo. Why would you hire someone of such magnitude to watch workers? This is Cuomo for you. He created the lies of saying that we thieves, we don't come to work, to turn the public against us. The public already think that they own us. So now you tell the public that we still in time, we doing this, we're doing that. And what you think that they're going to do? They're going to assault us more. So Cuomo is responsible for that. Cuomo, under Cuomo's leadership in the MTA, we have the lowest raises ever. Ever. How is Cuomo not the enemy? It's very easy to see that Cuomo is playing hardball. It's very easy to see. Now, the union, what do? Cuomo did all this bad stuff. The union gave Cuomo over $300,000 in campaign money. How can you donate to someone's campaign when they hurt your workers purposely? Now, let's analyze this as if this was organized crime, right? How can you hate the underboss but not hate the boss who give the underbosses the directives and their orders? You hear that? How can you hate the underbosses but not hate the boss who's giving the orders? Now look at these pictures right here. Look at Utano proudly representing Cuomo, Chiarello holding the Cuomo banner up upside down, I guess by accident. Look at Utano again. All smiles and giggles. JP too. JP, the guy on the left, he's the TA Surface vice president. Utano is next to him. Cuomo's there. Latanya, she's the recording secretary, top 4. I don't know who this other gentleman is. But they are all smiles and giggles. They look happy with a man who has waged war against workers. He has waged war against workers. I'm going to leave that picture on the screen because y'all need to really take a look at what's really going on here. Now, the union would try to spin and say, you know, you're not showing solidarity with your union and this and that. No, I don't follow blindly. I have a mind of my own. I'm not no idiot. You guys are not fighting, and it's evident. Now, this is not only about the members showing solidarity. This is about the union administration showing solidarity to the members. This union administration has failed to show us that they got heart and they got our back 1,000%. They have failed. And we haven't seen this the entire contract fight, and our contract has been expired for 4 months. They did not want to do a daytime rally. Why? That needs to be asked. We could have a rally the whole entire day. Why didn't they do that? Or if you wanted to have a night rally, then have a daytime rally. There's a reason why they don't want to have a daytime rally. And a daytime rally is more effective. Not only do the MTA bosses go in and out those offices, you have politicians that go in and out those offices in that building. You have lawyers, you have vendors, you have passengers. Why are you guys having a nighttime rally? Didn't Utano say he wanted to cause havoc and stop traffic? What traffic are you stopping at the tip of Manhattan at 7, 8, 9 p.m.? The members, we need to think about this. What traffic is he stopping? A AM rally in a financial district is more powerful than a bedtime rally at 8, 9 p.m. It's BS. It's totally BS. And so many people here don't have no direction. They follow these guys blindly. Just because they are our administration, they work for us. That don't mean that we follow them blindly. That don't mean that everything that they say is God or is truth. This is common sense. Something isn't right here. They don't want to attack Cuomo. Something is not right here. I am not with this fake fighting. I'm not with this fake stuff, period. I stopped watching WWF as soon as I figured out it was fake. I've been stopped watching wrestling. I'm not here to watch people fake fight. I don't see us not being able to afford to live in the city in which we work as being fake. I don't see rising health costs as being fake. I don't see us getting priced out of our communities as being fake. That's real life shit that's going on right here. And we allowing this administration to play with our lives. We not questioning them. We not going to union meetings. We not challenging them. And then as soon as someone stands up, someone says that they wrong, we look like the bad guys. Oh, you're not showing stuff. Man, get out of here with that weak ass conversation and narrative. We not showing solidarity. We are showing solidarity. You guys are not showing that you got the members back. Y'all are fake fighting. All this shit is fake smoke screen and mirrors. I can't imagine FDNY, NYPD, sanitation or corrections going to City Hall 8 p.m. to protest against the mayor in the dark. Does that make sense? Nobody's thinking. This does not make sense at all. Now, people gonna say, "Oh, they've been having 5 p.m. rallies for a long time." That is true. I'm not disputing that. But there's a difference between 5 p.m. in April and 5 p.m. in October. There is a big difference. 5 p.m. in April, you are in the light. The offices may be closed, but at least you're in the light. People can see you. People are still out because the weather is nice. 5 p.m. in October, it is dark. No one's going to see you. They need big lights and all this other equipment. It's BS. I don't know what it's going to take to see that for some people to see that we getting fucked over. Or maybe you like getting fucked over. I don't get it. But I'm not here to get fucked over. I'm not here to let this union run amok and do what they want just because they are elected. Being elected means nothing. Being elected really means that you work for me. Bottom line. I never seen people so complacent a day in my life. I never seen so many yes elected men a day in my life. And we're not going to forget this. Don't think that we're going to forget this. Don't think that when the next election come around and Utano and crew break up, that we going to allow y'all to say, well, that was Utano, or that was this person, or that was this person. No, what we're going to do is say, you didn't say anything either. You was quiet. And like Joe Campbell said, silence is compliance. You guys were silent while we was getting railroaded by this administration. So if you don't say nothing now, we not go listen to you during election time. That's how that's going to work. We don't want to hear anything. Y'all dudes is going to have to ride or die together. All this stuff that I know that y'all breaking up is not going to work. If you guys don't say anything by the time we sign a contract, you're responsible too. All the VPs, the top 4, and everyone else who knows what's going on. We don't want to hear that, oh, that was his. No, it was your decision too. You have a mouth. You are a grown man and woman. You decided to stay silent and let this man run amok and destroy our union. I don't want to hear anything. Nothing at all. Now, let me get into this video right here, because with some of this stuff, to be honest with you, you have to actually laugh at some of this, because if you don't laugh and create fun out of it, it would get to you. So let me bring some humor to y'all real quick.
We're under a big fight with the MTA, and there's going to be a rally, and I don't have the date yet because we got to get the permit, but it's going to be sometime in October. But when you see it, I recommend that everybody in this room get a couple of extra people and come to the rally. This has got to be one of the biggest rallies we ever had. The MTA is not our friend. It's obvious. And when people want to think that they're going out there doing the bosses a favor, this is what they think of you. I spread those demands out for a reason. I want people to see what the MTA feels about them. And this is a fight, and if we all stick together, we're going to win this fight. But we have to show force. These rallies are important. One of the reasons I put it at the end, towards the end of October, is because there's going to be a series of events coming on. We got Chinese Day, Russian Day, and we have thousands and thousands of people. And I'm going to challenge all those people also to bring people to come to the rally. We got to fill those streets at 2 Broadway. Stop traffic and cause havoc. Yes, sir. It has to happen. It has to change.
Come on, son. When you gonna learn how to fight, son? Come the fuck on, son.
We're under a big fight with the MTA.
That's my question to this administration, to Tony Utano, to stand united. When are you guys going to learn how to fight? That's our show for today. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.